Okay. Moon and not Moon. I guess I don't know your names really. Moon and Boomer. Yeah, you
Mhm.
watch as uh, your. Are you question? Are you wearing your hood and disguised, Josh?
Oh, I was about to say who, me?
Um, this guy. Oh, like he does have his hood up.
Okay, you yeah. So yeah, Boomer and Moon. You watch as your hooded friend walks over with two drinks.
Here you are, your tankard of milk. As he puts the tankard down and sits down with you.
Hi, Sparrow. I didn't expect this either. How are you?
So, how are you two faring this fine day?
I'm feeling pretty good. Thank you for buying my milk, by the way.
Same as
Not a
usual.
problem. Bored and looking for fun, I assume?
Something like that.
And something will come up soon enough.
Yes, yes. Interesting. The brooding.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's
The
never
brood.
never the same day here at the tavern.
Yeah, it's this is actually would be considered a slow day for the tavern. Usually, you're about midday right now, so usually this would be the lunch crawl, uh, where usually a lot of people come in, especially with the new orders. But recently, due to the fact that there's been a sort of a dry spout in regards to contract work, not many people have been coming into town, so decided to enjoy the extremities.
Oh,
Okay, so we will slide into your introduction.
alright.
Yes.
So you find yourself. The party finds themselves in the town of Ravelin. It's a trading village that lies at the base of the Shattered Mountains. The smell of animals and food settles around the village as farmers bring in their produce and livestock to sell at the local market. Through the center of the village weaves a river that flows down from the mountains and out to the seas, passing several other villages along the way. Dubbed the Golden River, the town uses it to move trade from the mountains and out towards others. Sitting in the stable the local inn, you'll find yourselves gazing emptily at a job board that sadly has no work posted. Usually, the Knights of the Three, the local militia, or not the local militia, but the local guild, posts work or sends notice to local shop owners about work. But the last 10 days has been oddly quiet.
Hmm. Yeah, yes, it has been a little quiet lately.
Indeed. 10 days and no work.
Yeah, I am starting to get a little low on coins.
As am I, though I fear more my skills may rust if we don't seem to find work soon.
Yeah.
Something. Someone must be in need.
You think we could talk to someone of the guild?
Perhaps. Though I
Uh,
don't think. Though if they
in
had a
t-
job, surely they would have posted it.
Yeah.
just so you know, there's three major guilds in town. I've told Josh about this, but Boomer and
Oh, okay.
Moon, you don't know about this.
Hmm.
In town, there are three main guilds. There's the Temple to Shantea, a religious order dedicated to Shantea, the goddess of agriculture and growth. They're less of a guild and more of a simple religious organization, but they have been known to hire adventurers for work. Then you have the Knights of the Three, as I mentioned. They're the sort of most prominent guild. They're a faction dedicated to maintaining relations and alliances between towns and organizations that they've established, and so they are the main source of work for contract adventurers or laborers of the sort. And then finally, you have the Arcane Guild. It's sort of a local guild, less than the Knights of the Three or the Temples, as it's a loose group of mages, engineers, and alchemists who work together to further their arcane studies.
All right.
Each of the guilds has a order in town that's for sort of HR purposes. Okay. So as you're discussing this, suddenly a mail courier enters through the front door. They sort of quickly brisk past your table and head to the back room with one of the barkeeps.
All right.
Shortly afterward, you see the courier run off again, leaving the tavern, and the barkeep sort of saunters out with a scroll of parchment that he's reading. Could everyone give me a insight check?
Okay.
So, awesome. So, do you know how to do that?
No.
Open
I'm
up
sure
your
there's a
character
button
page.
somewhere, but I don't know where it is.
It's all you do is click the skill name.
Open up your character page, and then in the skill list, click on Insight, the name.
Ah.
Azrael sees this and strokes his chin for a moment. Curious there.
So, Boomer, is 9 your total?
Let me check.
What is going on now?
No, that is 10.
Okay, everyone but Boomer notices that the barkeep is visibly frustrated by what he's reading.
Before name.
Oh, go ahead.
Do we know the barkeep's name or?
Yeah, it's this is this is actually the owner of the inn. His name. This is Jebediah. That's his first name.
The one, I'm guessing he's the one at the east?
The one at the north. He just walked out of the back row.
Okay.
But yeah, after he reads it, he rolls it back up, heads into the back for just another minute before walking out with a hammer and nails. And he walks over to the job board and starts nailing up the parchment.
I'm already on my way to the job. Azrael is already on his way to the job board.
Perfect. Before you even stand up, you see in bold lettering, "Goblins!" exclamation point. And underneath it is a depiction of what looks to be a very tall, a humanoid, but covered with fur and hair, almost like a bear. Getting up close, you start reading the paragraph underneath it, just with the details. And supposedly, there's been sightings of goblinoids, which is the term used for the goblin family, which is used to describe 3 different races: goblins, hobgoblins, and bugbears. If you guys want to, give me history checks in relation to what you know about goblinoids.
I can give it a try. I can give it a try.
No, something.
Goblins
Okay.
are goblins.
Something.
Okay, so in truth, unless you're trying to hide information about goblins from your teammates, I'll just describe everything now. So you got a 17, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so starting with goblins, they are divided into...
Okay, I see how it is now. Okay.
Okay, so because of Boomer's great intelligence check, he actually knows a lot about goblin tactics and fighting styles. When it comes to goblins, they're divided into two groups, goblins and goblin bosses. While normally this would simply be a title in human society, goblin bosses are actually physically different, being taller and tougher than normal goblins. And while being physically stronger, they're also known for being much more devious and evil, being known to use their own kind, i.e., goblins, as meat shields in order to protect themselves. But goblins on their own are seen as the rabbits of the goblinoid races, as they have no tactics outside of luring enemies into traps or ambushing them with superior numbers. They're often seen being bullied by bugbears or hobgoblins into doing their own work. Bugbears, on the other hand, are seen as the elite shock troopers of the goblinoid armies. With their affinity for stealth and large builds, they're considered expert and ambush warriors. Despite this, they're considered less than loyal to their goblinoid kin, and if wounded or abandoned, bugbears have shown to aid their enemies should it secure their survival. Hobgoblins are considered the most intelligent of the goblinoid races, and hobgoblins pride themselves on their martial prowess and tactics in combat. They are divided into a caste system among themselves, with hobgoblin captains being one of the upper positions. These captains are considered specialized forces that can bolster their allies in combat, are generally seen as leaders of squads of hobgoblins of up to 8 to 10. And then finally, you have the hobgoblin warlord, who is seen as commander of all goblinoid races, not just hobgoblins. These warlords are known to whip goblins into frenzies, rouse bugbears from their deep slumbers, and set march legions of hobgoblins into a warpath.
All right.
So this is basically what you know, and if you want, you can relay that to the party. I don't know why you wouldn't, but that's it too.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I will say you got a pretty good history check. If you got like 10 or less, you would have known nothing. You would have been like goblins. So 17 is really good.
Nice.
Interesting.
So yeah, the post says that there's been sightings of goblinoids, not specified, but the illustration depicts a bugbear, so that's what you would assume is the most likely culprit. But these sightings have been along the eastern road that heads along the mountain ridge, used mainly by the locals who live along the mountains. There's not much traffic out those ways.
All right.
There's a at the bottom it reports that there's a 15 gold piece reward for anyone who can bring verification for these reports.
All right. How's that sound?
Seems like an interesting challenge.
It's
Yeah.
better than nothing.
Yeah, I guess you're right on that part.
Okay. Is there anything you guys would like to do in town before you head out, or just so you know, in general, in terms of what's it called, services, pretty much all basic goods are available within town, as there's multiple shops and lots of craftsmen, lots of tradespeople that are able to take in specialized work such as carvers and metalsmiths. But in regards to magic items, you're able to people mainly go to the Arcane Guild, of course, for magic help. But with some assistance, you should be able to secure the purchase of a common magic item, such as a healing potion or a spell scroll. But otherwise, anything else, anything rarer or harder to come by, is going to be you'll have to come through adventuring or
Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Thank you. Sorry.
Okay. Would you guys like to do first?
Um, I'll need anything. What about you? You two.
Asriel chugs his water and then kind of slams his tankard down on the table excitedly and says, well, I for one am all set and ready for this adventure. How about you, Darkness?
Let's just get going.
Alright.
That's the spirit. Hmm.
Alright.
So you guys want to leave town immediately?
Um, well, where did the, what was the job, or were the goblins last spotted?
It said that they were spotted along the eastern road. So in fact,
Alright.
there's no specific location, but apparently there's been reports of goblins along the road. So it could be. It's hard to say how long it would take. But
So we
most,
just need to head east, basically.
at most, the road is at a 2-day journey to the very end, where it sort of disappears into the wilderness.
Actually, now that I think of it,
Mhm.
maybe we should ask around town, maybe get some confirmation of where these goblins are.
True, maybe somebody has run into them already. After all, somebody had to have boarded it enough for a listing to be made. Check the
Okay.
lanes of 3.
Yeah. So just so you know, on the job notice, there's a guild stamp of the Knights of the Three, which is two swords crossing over one another.
Well, why don't we ask them, see who reported it, maybe we can talk with them, see where they ran into them.
Yeah,
Yeah, so we don't get ambushed.
that'd be great.
Okay. So you guys want to head over to the guild, talk to them about the job.
Yeah.
Moon, what do you want to do?
She'll probably just follow along.
Okay.
Definitely don't want to split the party this early on.
Mhm.
Splitting the party is an idea.
It's not a good one, though.
You never split the party.
And I've listened to that song way too many times.
I'll just go along with them.
Okay. So yeah, it's not. It's like down the road from you guys. So you just head on over to the guild house. Inside, inside the front room at least, is you find you find a man behind a counter. Looks like he's just scrying away.
I would like to go to that man and say, excuse me, we
I didn't see you come in. What can I help you with? Sorry.
it's fine. I was wondering if we just got recent reports of goblins from the guild here.
Reports of goblins. Yes, I believe that is. Was it 72J? Yes, 72J. Sorry, that's a. Yes, what can I do about that?
I was wondering if we could get possibly a few more details of the location where those goblins were spotted.
He looks down and he's like.
Reported it.
He looks down and he starts. You see him just start shuffling through like paper. Like it seems like he isn't doing it. He isn't even looking for something, so to say. He's just throwing papers from the side, and then he says, yes, here it is," and he pulls out a long piece of parchment with several names on it.
Mm.
And he turns around and shows you. These are all we got reports from all these people of goblinoids, various types. They had various reports that sort of like was it one of them said that there was a goblin devil with horns and fire. You can, if you want, you can go talk to them. They'll probably have more information for you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
Just to make sure to close the door but on your way out. Otherwise, so get yelled at.
Will do.
Not a problem.
He waves you off, and then you head out.
Yes.
So there's as you said, there's about 6 or 7. There's 6 exactly names on the list. All of them you don't know.
So he gave us like a list of names.
Yeah. It's if you can easily ask around town for these names.
Alright.
Maybe Jebediah might recognize them.
Yeah. So the first one
yes.
is Gerald Buxterton. Boomer, you actually recognize this name.
Oh.
He's the local cartographer, and you've talked to him about maps and the local area a few times.
Alright.
Mainly about your idea of exploring the forests, but not much there. But you do have met him.
Alright. I do recognize this name here.
Oh yeah?
I described to them.
Oh, the cartographer, I see.
Darkness
True chaos.
Darkness wants to watch the world burn. Mahaha.
So you guys have stopped outside since you didn't really have anywhere to go until you looked at the names, and you like within a minute, you hear someone yelling.
Is that coming from
Oh.
Someone's.
My tail perks up in curiosity.
Is it behind us, or where's this
Yeah,
coming
it's behind the door. You guys are standing outside the guild. It's inside.
from? Could I roll insight to get a feeling if it's because of the doors not closed?
Yeah, you can try.
Yeah,
Go
I'll
ahead,
do the
inside.
same.
You
11,
can't
11,
actually hear what they're saying, so.
I should make a wish. 4-1-0-1.
Okay, so yeah, Boomer, you suspected that they're mad about something. Outside that, you're not sure what.
Can I just like do a salt check really quick to just close the door, or actually it's only slightly open.
Yeah, it's only so you just
Only
close it.
Yeah, I can just
No check
I'll
involved.
just close it.
The voice is quiet down, and there's like, oh, right. And then they stop.
You know, it'd be, oh my god, you know, it'd be so funny.
Such chaos, huh?
Just opening it slightly again and see like the uproar.
Oh, Lord.
I don't think they're staring at the door, waiting for it to open and close and yell about its state of openness.
Ooh, but they could though.
Okay, so what do you guys want to do?
Well, we could check with the cartographer or ask Jebediah if he recognizes the names on this list.
So Josh, you the only one you would recognize would be the cartographer because everyone uses maps, really.
Well, not everyone. I have yet to see a blind person use a map.
Mister.
I think it would just be easiest if we check with the cartographer. If they don't have enough information, we could keep going up down names on the list, but
Maybe the cartographer knows since just about everyone uses maps.
perhaps so they're blind.
Yeah. It's worth a try.
Darkness.
Okay, so-
Darkness puts her hand over her face and is just like, these were the best father could find, huh?
So you know that the cartographer lives near the edge of the city or edge of the village, sort of near the village gates. you're easily able to get to his house if you want to.
Let's go then.
I guess.
Anything you want to do? Boom, Moon. I mean, either one.
Nah, just
No.
going along.
Okay. Yeah. So you find the cartographers. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't speak the language. So you find the cartographer's house. Maybe I need a drink of water here. Hold on.
Take your time. Take
We
your
find
time.
his health,
Yeah.
huh?
You find his health.
You find his health. Sir, I believe you dropped this.
Targographers.
I'm the cartographer.
Yes, you find the cartographer's house easily. It's a simple stone building.
Alright.
It's nicer than anyone living outside the city would have, mainly because they would be working with thatched wood or even simple wood, whereas anyone living in the village generally is able to get contract work from the masonry guild. Yeah. If you want, you can knock on the door.
I'd like to, since this is medieval times, and this probably isn't a thing yet, so I'm gonna do the classic like bum ba da bum 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 knock.
Oh, the shave and a haircut thing.
Shave and haircut. Few
2
clips.
bits.
Oh, 2 bits. Okay. Yeah.
He was the first.
Nah. But any musical thing is already invented by Bard, no matter how.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Electro glitch swing.
Yeah, you got some monster cat in there.
Just before you knock,
You need to wait.
you
until
hear
the
someone
picture
behind
drops.
you pull the exact same knock. But yeah, you do knock. A bit like 5. You hear a voice come from behind the door. Oh, hold on 1 second. Just wait there a second now. And a few seconds later, the door swings open, revealing a pint-sized gnome with spectacles that make his eyes appear much larger than they actually are. Oh, it's you! You must be the chimney sweeps, eh?
Not quite.
Yeah, sadly no.
Usually chimney sweeps don't say that they're not chimney sweeps, so I believe you. Come on in. What can I do for you?
Well,
And
be
he sort of
careful.
leads you to his kitchen, so to say.
All right. Me and my 2 companions here were, wondering if you could, tell us about this man here. Or, no, not this man. The location of where you, saw goblins were doing a job.
Ooh, goblins, you say? Yes.
Yeah.
Horrible beasts, I will say. I just can't believe what they were doing. They were standing there, holding a sign. Madness.
A sign.
A sign, they say. Yes. It had something on it, like dwarven runes. I think. It looked like runes. But yeah, it was 2 goblins, like one standing on top of another, and they were just holding the sign. I think they saw me because they ran off into the woods. It was just I want to say like 2, maybe 3 hour trail out on the Eastern Road.
All right. And
Interesting.
could you give us a more specific location, like crossroad maybe?
Just so you know that the Eastern Road is a continuous road. There's no connecting. There's
Okay.
nothing.
It's like Route 6. It's like Route
Oh, I
66 that
didn't hear
has
that
no
part.
other exits.
This town is sort of the end of is sort of the start of a trade route. So any roads that just branch off from it, there's a few roads that branch off from it and don't connect to anything else, and are simply used by the locals to get to town.
Oh, okay.
But but the gnome goes on. I'm trying to think. Oh, Well, if you find the old stoop tree, and you'll definitely know once you find it, you've gone too far.
Alright.
I don't. About two. What do you say? About 2-3 hours? He said.
Yes.
So about 2-3 hours and don't pass an old stoop tree. Got it.
Alright.
Don't go
Interesting.
past that.
And just out of curiosity, do you know who the rest of these people are? I'd like to show him the list of names.
He takes a look at it and he's like, "Oh yes, I know those. I know those people. They're my neighbors, actually."
Oh.
He sort of takes you outside and to the next door if you follow him.
Yep. I'll
Alright.
follow.
Moon.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, he takes the next door and he knocks on the door. Then it swings open, revealing more gnomes.
But wait, there's more.
But wait. Yeah. A female gnome this time opens the door, and she goes, "Ooh." I'm just gonna give them the exact same voice. Ooh, Jeremiah, is that you? No, it's Jebediah. That's what I said. No, you said Jebediah. No, Jebediah. It goes back and forth for a little bit before we finally step in.
I do a
Yes,
small
sorry
chuckle
to-
of amusement.
Sorry to pardon this little naming debate, but we're wondering if you could assist us for a moment, ma'am.
Of course, there, dearie. Come on in. She guides you sort of into a living room, so to say. There's a little fire, and three other not dwarves, gnomes are in there,
Racist.
Enjoying
Race,
it.
not the same thing.
enjoying their lunch.
Alright. Yes, we were wondering if you could tell us about your encounter with the goblinoids.
Oh yes, they. Yeah. What was it? Yeah, I was walking along the trail, coming and bringing my fish for the market. But next thing you know, there was a bear as big as the mountain itself was stumbling down the path. Looked like it had horns or something like that. And following behind it was two cattle, and atop the cattle rode the nasty beasts, goblins. Oh, it's a horrible sight.
Interesting.
Couldn't believe it with my eyes.
Did this bear by any chance have fire along with it, or?
No fire. Just it looked like a bear, but it stood on two legs.
But how far away from the village was this? And in relation to, say, the old stoop tree on the path?
Oh, the old the old stoop tree. I'd say it's before you hit it, definitely. Probably maybe an hour, hours and a half, maybe two. Hard to say.
So not somewhere between an hour and 2. All right.
And
Do not forget the previous account said 2 to 3, so it is somewhere between 1 and 3 hours on this path. Now, if we could get something more consistent, that would be wonderful.
We do. It's before the old stoop tree.
How far before is what I want more consistent?
Well, we can either go strike out and find out on our own, or we do have a few more names on the list.
And they're like, and all just so all the other three gnomes all speak up and immediately say, "Those are our names." So yeah,
Oh.
it turns out all of this entire little family of gnomes was the ones to report the goblins.
Then, how long did it take from the village for you to see them then?
Just to speed this up, and the fact I don't have to keep using the same voice like 5 different people. You essentially kind of get the same accounts between half an hour to 4 hours. It's why exactly.
So
It varies widely, but the same. But the thing is, it was always before the tree stump. and they always had a uh, a a bear-looking figure and smaller goblins
Alright.
following.
Well,
Oh.
it seems to me that we're not going to be able to find out unless we take our time carefully going down the path.
I'd have to agree with Azria on this.
And you're just now coming to this conclusion?
Well, yes.
Well, considering there is no consistency in people's stories other than what they saw and what they saw it before. So we can either keep indulging in some delightful gnome conversation, as he kind of gives a little bow to the gnome family, or we can strike out and see if we can take care of this then.
I
Shall we get
I
going?
was ready to go about 3 interviews ago.
Well then, shall we head off then?
She's already out the door.
Okay.
That's the spirit darkness. We'll make a hero out of you yet.
So it's about
As
an
he
hour.
follows.
So it's about an hour since you guys had your milk and water. Mainly just
Right.
going around town, talking to people, etc., etc. Took up the time.
Mm-hmm.
This
Alright.
road is just the road that heads east out of the village. No complex naming system there.
The road
Anything else you want to do, or are you ready to head out on this adventure?
I am ready.
Okay. Moon?
What exactly did the job board say was the problem with these gnomes? Or not goblins? Names.
There's too many gnomes, so they all sound alike.
Hi. Little diversion. When I first started role-playing gnomes, I just gave them the stereotypical Canadian accent, and people were like, "Man, that's a really good gnome voice," and I'm like, "Oh my god, it's Canada just a bunch of gnomes." Like it would be like, "Oh, hey, how are you doing there, son? Oh yeah, that their magic there is causing a lot of hoo-ha in their village there."
I don't think I'll ever be able to see gnomes as un-Canadian now.
Same.
Yes, man.
Anyways, let's.
Oh yeah, we're just gonna stand on your garden, eh?
Oh yeah, just gonna enjoy my garden out here, eh? Enjoy some fine.
Anyways.
Enjoy the flowers of the spring and the tulips of the summer. May the fall of the sun blah blah go there. Anyways,
Yes.
so as you leave through the eastern gate, oddly enough, you see a bugbear being brought in by the local guards.
Oh. So, I'd like to walk up to it,
Yep.
or
You're
try
walking
to
past
get
them,
close.
so you can just get yeah. Yeah, you're able to get up to them. You're walking past them, so it's kind of like, oh yeah, it's like you're 5 feet away from them at the closest when they pass you. The bugbear is in manacles and is being held by 2 guards, one each on each arm.
Oh. I'd like to talk to one of the guards as they're walking. And just say, out of curiosity, sir,
Oh no.
do you know where this bugbear came from?
Oh, we actually just found it outside the gate, just scrapping through some of the horse pens.
Oh.
Yeah, for whatever reason, we looked like it was gonna steal some horses, so we just packed her in.
Alright.
Oddly enough, it just gave up. Just surrendered right there.
Interesting.
Boomer and I'm assuming you're listening to this, Moon.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, then everyone can give me a insight check.
Yeah.
Bam.
Damn.
And
Oh, mine's shit.
don't worry, You and Boomer, not Boomer, Josh
Azrael.
failed. I can read. Yeah, I could read it, but so Boomer, you for whatever reason you think that it seems that there's a suspicion of happiness, just a speck of happiness on the bugbear's face. Oddly enough.
Let's see. Our I'm guessing insight is pretty much like sense motive or whatever.
Essentially, yeah, being able to read someone's emotions, tell if someone's lying, etc., etc.
Alright, I'd kind of like to make eye contact with the bugbear.
The bugbear glares deep into your eyes as well.
Uh do I get any like you said that he seemed a little happy?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of thinking about calling this out, like this bugbear out.
Tell Darkness,
So
she'll do it.
Uh, I
the bugbear.
wait. I'd like to.
Okay, go ahead.
So how big are bugbears?
Like about 8 feet tall.
Big.
All right, and I'm guessing these guards are human.
Yeah, they're at max. Humans are like 6'5".
All right, so
These guys are not 6'5".
yeah. I'd like to ask the guard, how easy was it to capture this thing?
Well, as I said, son, there he just surrendered, just kind of gave up to us. Of course, we had our weapons drawn, and it kind of looks it. As you can see, it's defenseless. Got nothing, not even a club on itself. And the bugbear kind of like pulls on the guard on the left, and he's like, "Whoa, get down!" And then he's like, "Listen, I gotta take this boy away." Good talking though.
All right.
And they sort of just start dragging him off.
Did anyone else
like-
find that suspicious?
Yeah, he seemed a little, almost happy to be captured.
Perhaps he wants to break someone out? Or what the
two
heck
don't
is
have to be
that?
the same man cloned.
Yeah, that's if it was a larger sized bugbear, that would be actually the difference in height.
Oh boy.
I just wanted to snark that in there.
Do you guys think we should investigate? Or should we continue with our trails?
So you have two paths right now. The investigate the suspicious bugbear that was being brought in, or investigate the sightings of goblinoids along the eastern trail.
The main question is what could possibly come of this thing with the bugbear? I mean,
Can I roll insight to see, or maybe history to see if I know where they put monsters like bugbears?
That'd be more general knowledge. But yeah, you can do a history check.
the
Alright.
big question is what could a bugbear possibly do? Surely with the Knights of the Three and the people in the church.
Okay,
and
so
the
you kind of you have an idea of what generally happens. With normal criminals, they're taken just to jail. But when it comes to dangerous monsters and more of the monstrous races, such as goblinoids and orcs, especially, most of the time they're generally not captured, but are often killed in combat. But when they are captured, they're placed under heavy lock and key, usually in the usually if there's um, a royal prison, such as one that would be underneath such as dungeons and whatnot, then they would be taken there for questioning.
All right.
Although in the local area there is nothing of the sort, so they would be taking him to jail as well, where they keep normal prisoners.
Oh.
Hmm.
I, I'd like to kind of like trail this carry. I tell this to the party.
Hmm.
What do you guys think?
Well, it's one bugbear. I honestly don't think he could do too much. I
Exactly.
mean, if your information was right, it seems he's just happy to not have been attacked by the gods with their swords when they caught him trying to steal a horse.
Hmm.
Not
If
to mention
that
there
was
are
truly
3
his
guilds in
motive.
town that could...
Maybe he tried to get caught.
The question is, what damage could he do? There are 3 guilds in town that could easily be able to take care of him.
Who else is in the jail, though?
Can we roll something, GM, like history, to know if anybody has been arrested recently?
Yeah, like anyone special.
Yeah, just give a general history.
All right.
Hey!
Nice.
4 squad 17 years ago, our great nation was arrested.
So you got 21 on your history. You got 9 on your history. Moon, do you want to do one?
Nah.
Okay.
She's just posing the question.
Dang it.
Oh, that's a bugbear?
Yeah, in Discord I posted a picture, but in Roll20 I did throw a link. That is what bugbears usually look like.
Alright.
Okay, so yeah, Boomer, you think the last guy you remember being arrested was a apple thief? You think? Just stole some food from one of the merchants. Not much happens around here, it seems.
Alright.
Josh, you actually remember the last person to be arrested. They were forging. They were committing forgery, and were forging writs of service for the Knights of the Three, essentially contracts that said I did work for something, and then get paid for it.
Ah.
Yeah, these writs are generally given out by shopkeepers or other independent employers.
Whoever puts out the request, I assume.
Exactly. Yeah.
As
You know,
always, is information. I don't think a bugbear would be particularly after that. I don't think they would actually give a bugbear any money or expect a bugbear to be doing any sort of quest.
Maybe maybe it's not a prisoner, but maybe it's a guard he's after?
I don't know. It seemed like he just wanted a horse, got caught, and didn't want to die. After all, if the gods had their weapons drawn and they caught him by surprise, he may not have been able to draw his weapon in time. Or you may be thinking too much into this.
Yeah, I probably am. You know me and curiosity.
Yes, and one day it'll kill you.
I swear. If that catchphrase isn't a thing, I'd love to say it. That curiosity killed the cat.
So then, shall we head towards the east road?
Yes.
Do you know the
Head
rest
there
of that?
towards
Out of character, do you know the rest of that phrase?
No.
But
what is it?
but
Curiosity killed the
satisfaction
cat.
brought it back.
Exactly. Yeah. Satisfaction brought it back. I like that.
I don't want to know how a cat gets satisfaction, but okay.
Satisfying the
You get into
curiosity.
that kind of thing?
Yeah, my favorite saying is blood is thicker than water. Or no, what
Blood
is
of the covenant.
the blood
of the
uh,
covenant.
the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. That's it.
Yeah.
My favorite's Jack of all trade, master of none, but better than a master of one. Just
It's
personal.
funny, me and Moon were talking about this the other day, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, onward to the East Road and to adventure.
Onward. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So you guys head out.
Yes.
So after. So okay. So it's about 1 o'clock that you're leaving. How long do you want to actually travel along this road?
I say about an hour.
Like essentially, assuming you don't find anything for like 10 hours.
I'm,
Do you want to
I'm-
set up camp? When would you want to set up camp along the eastern road? Or would you like to head back into town before it sets into darkness?
Well, I'd at least want to make sure we get to reach the old stoop tree.
Yeah.
Do we even know how far out that is?
Well, one of them said about 4 hours, so I'm guessing that it's at most like 8 hours down if once we hit the tree we've gone too far.
Looks to the camera at the GM. Do we know how far away the stoop tree is?
It's some time out.
Very helpful.
Very
Um,
specific.
You were never told that.
We've never walked. Okay, yeah, but I guess it's fair to assume we haven't walked that before. Well, I say we just keep walking, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Also,
I would
at
have to agree with
whose pace were they determining? At theirs, a horse's, a normal
that.
human's?
Yeah. Well, it seemed like the cartographer was walking, but I'm not entirely sure.
The cartographer did not have any stables or stabled horses.
Yes, and I would judge that gnome is a little too short for a horse.
They're short steps. It surely must not be too far.
You are correct. Gnomes have been known to use dogs or large or small cattle as mounts.
Oh my god, that's
Did we
adorable,
hear any
honestly.
barks?
That is awesome.
I'm pretty sure if Moon knew about this before, she might have made a note to ride a dog.
No. I'm
Okay.
not much for playing short characters because people pick on my height. Cough, cough, Josh.
I do not. Ryan is more that kind of thing.
But you have done it.
Yeah.
I say we just stroll along the road.
And see what happens. We keep an eye out, of course.
I
I'm
have no
guessing if,
better
this-
ideas.
Okay, what time would you like to set up camp along the road?
I say what's
No.
It gets dark
Uh,
around 9
yeah, I
to
get-
10 o'clock.
once it hits dusk, yeah.
I
Okay.
prefer I prefer going back to the town before it's dark. Because it is 1 p.m. It would get dark around, what, 6 p.m.?
And I just mentioned, it gets dark around 9 to 10 o'clock.
Oh, 9 to 10
It
o'clock.
is routine. It is the middle of summer, so
Oh,
it's at
okay.
the peak of light, or how much daytime you get.
I'd be fine using as much light as we have and then setting up camp.
For reference, I just sent my gnome's mount.
Use your big pupper.
He's only like 4 feet tall.
That is a big pupper.
He's taller than my gnome.
That's
That's not what I
adorable.
wanted.
I gotta get it.
Nah, die.
It's a big pupper.
10 out of 10, good boy.
Well, I'm fine with setting up camp. It seems gentle as well. How about
She already
you got
expressed.
this.
She already expressed her preference, and she's outnumbered.
Well, I guess we'll be setting up camp then, or do we want to split around, say, dusk?
I actually have an idea. Instead of camping along the road or coming back into
Thank
town,
you for the raid.
I say, how about we just go back halfway the way we came and then camp there. That way we're not too close to the town and not too far away from the town.
Not too bad a compromise. I'm all for it.
Okay.
This is Dungeons and
Okay,
Dragons.
so
It's
you
a tabletop
guys
game.
Head out. So yeah, marching. You're able to make it about 3. You do about 3 hours of marching before you make perception checks for me, please.
And the quote-unquote table we're
Hey,
using
gosh
is a
darn it.
site called Roll20, which I
There you
showed
go.
you
Oh,
earlier.
sheet.
Oh.
No, it's not a. Well, I'm playing on the PC.
You said
but
perception?
Yeah,
no,
perception,
it's
please.
technically not a PC game. It's more of a browser game.
Moon help. Moon help.
Sorry, active chat. My bad. You said perception.
That's okay. Yes, help. Okay.
Even worse than y'all.
Ambushed. We getting ambushed.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad
So
that you
guys
can
see
raid
your
again.
characters. Just
Yes, I do.
move as fast or as long as you want to. Just don't jump across the entire map fast.
Proceeds to jump across the entire map.
Proceed at your speed. And we'll see how
Wait,
well you
you just yeet over here.
Yeet.
I would say do 30 feet increments if you can. And I will let you know if anything happens.
Are there pebbles along the road?
Yeah, there's lots of pebbles and rocks, and it's dirt path. So
Ezra would have just picked up 3 like decent sized ones, just kind of juggling them.
I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it
Ready,
goes
exceed.
better next time.
As we walk, I fidget with the string.
okay.
Never know when I'll need my magic. I never know when I need some stone.
This is a pretty long trail.
I feel like you guys are waiting for something for me to yell out. Keep
No,
going.
I'm taking my time. I don't want to. Like,
Interesting.
Azrael is moving at the same pace as the others. He's not moving too far ahead. He surely isn't going to fall behind, though.
This is interesting because you guys don't have a tank right now until second
Yeah.
level. Oh, and FYI, even if you gain experience, you won't level up until you take a rest, whether short or long.
Wait, what?
So if you guys fight something and gain
Oh, okay.
experience,
Yeah.
you'll mark it down, but you won't actually level up and regain your HP,
Oh,
get abilities,
okay.
etc. until you take a rest.
Alrighty.
Okay, stop.
Walks.
Play back at
Thank you very much. I hope you rest well. I hope you had a good
Sorry.
stream, despite things
Sure.
being unlucky.
Where do I stop? Where does something happen to me while I
So-
lightly juggle my?
So as you turn the path, you guys were kind of distracted. The sun was really bright, but as you turn the path, you suddenly see before you.
Yeah. Oh boy, here we go.
Things.
Oh,
You see
They
two
noticed us.
goblins. You see two goblins and a hobgoblin riding a cart. At least a hobgoblin and a goblin riding a cart, while a second goblin runs beside it.
Have
The-
they noticed?
They have. Well, the goblins have. The hobgoblin is not the hobgoblin. The bugbear is actually asleep in the cart. One goblin jumps on the bugbear, like fully onto it, starts stomping and yelling something. Do any of you speak goblin?
No.
I yeah, I do not.
I think my third one was Draconic.
You hear it yell something like Yirak, Yishan, Yakad. You don't know what it means, obviously, but
Oh,
you see the
shoot!
bugbear
Sorry,
reach up-
didn't mean to.
don't worry
mean
about
to
it.
do that.
It's actually good. I might have asked you to just click that. But the bugbear reaches up, grabs the goblin, and throws it out of the cart before sitting up. So you actually watch the goblin sort of get thrown 10, 15 feet out of the cart before the bugbear stands up and looks it, and then reaches for its weapon. Everyone, roll initiative.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Where's the initiative button?
Wait,
Oh, wait, hold on. Damn it, I should click my token first. It's at the top center of the core page.
Top center. Oh, there it is. Okay. Not bad for only 3 initiative.
That is odd.
What do you mean?
Josh, apparently you rolled initiative, but didn't add you to the tournament.
Cause I didn't have my token clicked.
Okay, yeah, make sure to select your token. And I'll let you re-roll that, just because, whatever.
Because reasons.
Boomer?
Even worse!
Even worse.
That's
Funny.
And Boomer comes...
BRB.
Lord. Actually, hold on, I'm wondering, actually set this up. Give me a second.
What was that?
I don't know.
Well, I know I know where it came from. I just don't know what it was. It sounds like he may have knocked something over. Like the bull in a china shop he is.
Okay, that's weird. I didn't. I created bugbears and hobgoblins as NPCs, but I didn't make goblins. Okay.
Whoops.
Well, next time I'll have it ready.
Okay. Sounds good.
Oh my god, that was that nat 20 initiative or?
Well,
Oh wait, no, it was 17%.
shit. That nat
But
20
the
though.
bugbear got a nat 20 initiative.
Oh god.
So, yeah, these guys are very fast. They actually get +2 to their initiative, which is above average.
Oops, wrong. There we go.
So the goblins are last in line. The bugbear is first, though.
And I'm back. What is this? Oh, hey,
No,
everybody
not
except for the
that one.
goblins goes before me. Awesome.
Awesome. Okay, so the bugbear goes first. He steps forward, and you watch as his long arm reaches down over the cart. And well, normally carts only have a 2-foot rise. He's still 6 feet off the ground in total height. With his unusually long bugbear arms, he's able to reach down. He grabs the other goblin and actually throws it at you like a ball,
Oh.
landing right on Josh.
Ah,
Crap, that's not. This is what I wanted.
But of course, I have to. It can't actually land on you, so
Looks better.
in front of you. It hits you and then falls down in front of you. and the bugbear sort of points at you and yells at them before actually jumping into the forests.
Um,
Everyone make a perception check.
Ooh, not sucking.
20, 20, 21!
Damn, you guys are very perceptive. Let us see what the bugbear first.
Just a few minutes ago, the sun was in our eyes, though.
Yeah, so you actually still see the bugbear in the woods.
I would like to, or no, it's not my turn yet. Yeah.
Okay, and it is now Darkness's turn.
I have a sling, right? Yeah. It says
Yeah, you have a sling.
Okay, so one of the things says DC 13. What does that mean?
So that means the enemy has to roll. The enemy rolls a dice,
Okay.
and if they get lower than 13, if they get 13 or lower, then they fail, and they'll take the effects of what it says. And it's set up to list out what the spell does, or what the
Okay.
attack does.
I'm just gonna pull out the sling and sling whatever the heck I have to sling. I don't know if I have it. Even have
Rocks.
anything.
Yeah, slings. You can buy specialized sling bullets, but in general, people usually use rocks and pebbles.
I'll have one of my imp servants hand me a stone because that's technically not that's not technically combat for them.
I allow it.
Okay.
I like the idea that you're above carrying your own ammo.
Of course. Why would I stoop down to dirty my own hands to grab a rock?
Okay, which would you like to attack? The goblin in front of you, goblin near the cart, or the bugbear?
The bugbear, because
Okay,
it is being the more of a pain in the butt than my character deems necessary.
Okay, go ahead.
What do I roll?
On your character sheet, you can
Yes.
click sling.
Oh, okay. Boop. 13. Not great. Could be better.
The bugbear. It actually does hit the bugbear,
Mhm.
but he raises his right arm and it hits a piece of his hide armor, stopping the stone from hitting, or stopping any real damage.
Mhm.
Hey, it is now. Do you want to do anything else?
Okay, he's over there. I'm gonna move back here.
Okay.
Let's see, 5, 10,
Where would
back
you like
here.
to go?
Back here.
You can do that, but if you, because you've used your action to attack,
Mhm.
doing that would have the goblin next to that was within 5 feet of you.
Oh crap!
The
That's an
goblin would
attack
get the attack
opportunity. Son of a
Exactly.
That's what I was gonna ask. There is a 5-foot
Yeah.
retreat kind of thing where you can get
Oh,
5
there-
feet away and no attack of opportunity, right? Looks to the GM.
Is there? Oh, okay then.
Well, in fifth edition, they simplified it.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's called what is it called? I should know this. I was
Careful
just playing
retreat
tonight.
or something.
It's called
Shift?
disengage. It
Disengage.
yes, that's the thing. In 3.5 in Pathfinder, they have it where if you move within the range of an enemy, you can get attacked. In 5th edition, it's only if you move out of the range of an enemy. You can circle an enemy all day long for free, with no threat.
Yeah, I thought that's how it works in Pathfinder too. Must be wrong.
I could be wrong in Pathfinder. I know 3.5 that's how it works, but Pathfinder.
I just know the big things for attack of opportunity is if you move away from them, or if you. I thought if you also attacked range attack against somebody other than them.
In 5th edition, they changed that so that it's if you do a ranged attack while you're within 5 feet of someone, it just imposes disadvantage on the attack.
Oh, okay.
Which
Then could I go here and be safe though, without the
yeah,
attack
you
of
can move.
opportunity?
You can move through your allies' space, so
Okay.
without incurring attack of opportunity, you move there.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I just don't want
Um,
him to bum rush me because I was the first one to attack him. So yeah.
True. Boomer, your turn.
I would like to. How how far is that bugbear? Am I able to like
So, just so you know, on the left side, you should see a ruler icon.
oh yeah,
Mhm.
okay.
Use that to measure distance, and it measures it in the increments we use.
Alright,
So that's 30 feet.
alright, I I'd like to get up into the tree, so I'm gonna do like
Yeah, you're able. You have a natural climbing speed, so you're able to climb 20 feet into the trees. Just move yourself into a tree slot or tile.
alright, yeah, and
Come in.
I'd like to make sure that the bugbear doesn't notice me. So can I do a stealth check, or do I just
What's up?
keep on
Going to
doing?
bed?
Yeah, you make a stealth check,
Alright,
and
alright.
if you want, you can climb 5 feet up into a tree.
That was
Yeah, I'll probably
huge.
do 5 feet.
That's the thing.
That
With
was a
5th edition
huge
movement is
strawberry.
subtracted from your total movement. So whether it's climbing or running,
Okay,
you
I
only
love
have
you.
30 feet of movement.
Alright.
Thing.
Okay. That. give me a
Night.
second. Damn.
Okay then.
Where did he go?
The bugbear lost you. He's like, wait a second.
Where did he go,
Moon.
George?
Where did he go, George? Where did he go?
They were
I
just
pictured
here.
it as my shoes. I can see a reflection in my boot.
Okay. It is. Was that your action? No, that wasn't. What do you want to do now?
For
Actually,
now,
that was your action, taking the
Okay.
hide action. Okay. Yep.
yeah, hiding.
So Azrael.
Okay. What kind of action is it to grab my the arcane focus out of my pocket?
That'd be a free action.
All right. I'm going to disengage. He does like a quick back step away from the goblin in front of him while pulling his jewel out, holding it in the gloved hand, and pointing it out. And there you go, say,
FYI, disengage allows you to move up to your movement. So if you want to move 30 feet away, you can.
I'll take an extra 5 feet.
Okay.
As he pulls out the jewel, holds it in the gloved hand, and points out his face of Eldritch Force, as he is going to cast Eldritch Blast.
Can't do that.
I can't.
You
Engage is a
disengaged.
action.
Oh, I thought that's a shift action. Oh shit.
Yeah,
never
there's
mind.
no. Yeah, okay. That's.
Oh.
So in 5th edition, there's only actions, bonus
Okay.
actions, and reactions, and then there's a few special abilities that don't actually use an action when they specifically say so.
Okay,
So, yeah,
I
it
would.
doesn't-
If I wanted to blast him, I'd have to stand still in front of him.
Yeah, which would impose disadvantage. Which,
Hi, Boomer.
you got 24 and a 25.
I'll stand in front of him. That's fine, man. I'm so so used to Pathfinder.
So a beam of crackling energy streaks towards your target within range. So yeah, you.
Blasts him.
It's nearly
and
point
holding
blank
the jewel.
range, but you release this energy, and the goblin's head is ripped half off, and he's thrown back 10 feet by the just explosive force.
Hold up the jewel and just goes.
Okay. Goblin number 4 is dead.
He spent his action dying.
Other goblin's turn. The goblin looks almost worried. Oh, I forgot to roll for the goblin if you lost him.
Oh, if the other goblin couldn't see the cat tree.
Oh my god. So the goblin's like, alright. Why did I give the goblin a deep voice? Hey boss. Actually, speaking, I'm flipping here through levels. I see. And you see him point into the trees, and the bugbear now sees you.
Uh-oh.
Damn, snitch.
The goblin then runs to the cart, jumps onto it, and then takes a shot at Josh with his short bow. Does a 7 hit?
No, it does not. I have a
Okay.
DC of 13.
It is the bugbear's turn. Bugbear attempts to hide. Everyone make perception checks.
Alright.
Nope.
Oh,
Oh my.
oh, Jesus.
Oh my god.
You
Bugbear.
have your eye.
Yeah,
even though
well,
you have
bugbear.
range on it,
Bugbears don't exist.
Bugbear literally dives into like into a small bush, like even smaller than itself, and you lose it. It
What's up,
disappears from your.
bugbear?
Now I
Well,
get to play with it.
Well, he's gone.
Somebody want to explain to me how that's
He
physically
reappears.
possible?
Behind
Hey,
you.
you want to explain to me how this 8-foot being just decides to just yeet into a bush? It's just like, you don't see me. Bugbears don't
Essentially.
exist.
Essentially, he just dove into a thick bush, thick
That
brush.
must be one thick bush.
Thick with 5 C's.
I'm not
Oh my
sure.
god.
I think I told one of you how terrifying bugbear are, or my dad. I'm not sure. Essentially, bugbears are known to be as stealthy as jaguars or black panthers. in
I'll
the
have you
middle
know,
of
my
the-
dad.
Oh, that was
oh,
me.
Wait,
That was me you
wait,
told.
Did
Yes.
this guy just pop up behind me and go, "Oh my,
Yes, he
I
did.
almost should there"?
Yeah, you're already dead.
He did, but it's in goblin, so it came out more like. And then he gets advantage on his attack.
Oh no.
That, oh my god.
Does a 12 hit you?
No. The thing is, that's. Oh, did I? Okay, I thought the stealth roll was the Okay. Yeah. So does a 12 hit you?
I have 13 armor class, so I'm guessing not.
So this. Okay. So yeah. The attack slams into the tree you're on, shaking it violently. Actually, even though this is a very, it's not too thick, but it's still a sturdy tree.
This
And
is,
then the bugbear roars in your face.
okay,
Yeah, that's nothing. So
as he does that, I'd like to flip around and I'd just like to hiss at him.
okay, it's Darkness's turn.
Well, I don't know where he is now, so let's see.
But the bugbear. Do we not know where the bugbear is? Or do we?
No, you know where the bugbear is now,
Oh, do
since it
we?
revealed itself with the
Oh,
giant attack and
yeah.
roar.
I'm gonna try the sling again. Again, having my imp hand me a rock. Actually, no, not even hand me. Load it into my sling.
put it into the sling and then wave my arm.
No. It's not lazy. She doesn't want to get dirty.
That again. So you watch as the bugbear slams. You hear the slam of the morning star into the tree, and you turn and you wind up an attack and throw it. But at that moment, the bugbear pulls his morning star out,
Hmm.
and then turns and hits the rock out of the air with the morning star, like almost baseball style.
Come
Okay.
on.
That started a
But then
long
his eyes go from the cat person in front of him, and then turn towards you, and you see fury in them.
I'm hoping this opens up attack of opportunity for me.
It does not. He's not. He hasn't done anything in reaction though.
Okay.
Though gentle, it is your turn.
I
Oh my goodness, thank you for the
Uh,
raid. This is two
okay,
in one
let's see,
night.
I'd
How
like to
how are you? How is your stream?
draw my rapier.
Okay. What did
Actually,
you
I'm,
have in your hands before?
Welcome.
Anything?
I didn't have anything. It was just
Okay.
my clothes.
Okay, yeah, it's a free action draw your rapier.
Okay. That was main action, you said?
No,
Right.
a free action.
Oh, okay,
I'm glad
cool.
to hear that.
Guess they
We're
changed
playing a
that.
5e game ourselves.
So then I'd kind of. I'm guessing me and this bugbear are like literally right next to each other.
Yeah, you're within 5 feet of each other.
Okay,
It's definitely fun so far.
Yeah, it would be to sheath a sword and pull out another one. Yep.
But not pulling out one when you have none.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay, cool.
You get a free item interaction, which is considered part of your movement.
I'd like to kind of like dive on to him while attempting to
Okay,
stab.
yeah. Give me a grapple check. So athletics check, please.
Alright. Here we go.
You now have a grab on this guy.
Alright.
That though. You can move if you want to, but
Nah. I'll just grab onto one of so I can start stabbing.
okay. Azrael, it's your turn.
So I can move and attack. I just can't disengage and attack.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure. I'm going to what? So I'm guessing intimidating. Trying to intimidate somebody is a standard action.
Yeah, trying to intimidate someone is an action.
Okay.
Oh, I'm already mute.
There
Thank you
are
for
certain
joining the
class features that
pack.
allow you to
I
perform
really
checks,
appreciate it.
Like stealth checks, or hiding or intimidating someone as a bonus action. So normally, though, it's a full action.
Okay. He's going to slowly walk toward. Azrael slowly walks towards the cart, holding out the jewel again, towards the other goblin. Says, "You're messing with forces beyond your control." As he's going to let loose another Eldritch Blast.
Goes behind them. Oh my, I'm mushing there.
Oh damn! Only two.
So you fire a blast and it hits the goblin straight in the chest, and the goblin, you can see this since you're looking in the back of the
Mhm.
cart. The goblin just puts 1 foot behind him and takes it full brunt force into the chest, and then he yells at you, God.
What did you just say about my mother?
Sorry, I don't speak Italian.
Give me a second. I just need to look something up real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Okay.
my god, where are my books? Why did I put my books away? Why don't I have 12 books laid out on the
Why don't you?
That's the real question. The real question is, why don't you?
Because I don't
I don't own
D&D
the
books. I
books.
have a shit ton of Pathfinder books, but they're all digital.
Big mistake, son.
I actually don't own any physical copies of RPG books. I have
Yeah,
a
same
shit
here.
ton of PDFs.
I really hope there isn't a TPK. This is our first session.
This is. I will say, that would be so
What, did you
sad.
just see something?
What? Oh, no. I'm talking to my chat, sorry.
Oh. Okay.
Okay,
I was like, wait, did you see something we need to
I-
look at?
I was raided recently.
Okay, so
And,
the goblin
yeah.
now goes. He will attack the damned warlock.
Wee. Sorry, I like doing that.
Oh,
does a
that'll
7
hit. That will hit.
6 damage to you.
Oh, Jesus.
That's,
Oh, Jesus. Then the bugbear.
That's not very
Oh,
reassuring.
the goblin takes dash as a bonus action, jumping off the cart and running.
Get over here, kid.
Into the woods, giving him partial cover to ranged attacks.
And then
It is the bugbear's turn, so the bugbear will actually double down and attempt to grapple you, gentle.
oh, can I roll like counter grapple?
Well, you have him grappled.
Oh yeah.
He's to grapple you. So if you want to assist this
Seriously,
grapple,
an
you'll have
adult
to-
red
if you want to
dragon
avoid his
at level
grapple,
3. Why
you'll-
would
you-
they
hey,
do that?
give me an athletics check with disadvantage. But if you want to avoid it, you can use acrobatics, but you'll have to let go of your grapple.
mean-
I'd rather avoid it because I'm
Okay.
really high in acrobat.
So his left arm tries to get a hold on you, but your left bicep throws it off.
Nice.
Your other arm throws it away. But he will still attack with his Morning Star, try to crush your skull in.
Oh boy.
Does a 13 hit?
Fine.
Who do ties go to?
The attacker. So what's your armor class, Gentle?
13.
Okay, so he does hit. 17
Mm.
piercing damage, son.
Oh
Ooh.
god.
I only have 10 hit points.
So, okay, so you're dropped to 0 HP and you're unstable. Or dying, as we call it.
Oh my god.
And you get to roll on the fun old table of injuries that are semi-permanent. So, assuming you don't die, you will come out of this with a injury of some sort.
Oh,
boy.
damn.
Whether it's something as minor as a minor scar, or you lost a leg.
Oh. Really hope it's that first one.
Oddly enough, grotesque scars actually can be good for you.
Intimidation, I'm guessing.
Exactly. Advantage.
Or is
on
there just a
all
lot of
intimidation.
people with kinky fetishes like that?
It's. I mean, have you talked to Moon's mom?
What about my
Oh, I
mom?
was about to say. I just realized he meant Darkness's mom.
Oh, not Moon.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. That's not your mom. Sorry.
So, yeah, that's a savage your mama joke.
I wish they labeled this stuff more easily. Okay, we will roll on the lingering in. Give me a 1d20, please.
Me?
Yes, please. Here are some possibilities. You can lose an eye. You can lose an arm or hand, a foot or leg.
Oh.
Develop a limp. You can get an internal injury, broken ribs, horrible scar, festering wound, or minor scar.
It's
oh
a
wow, you actually
no,
got
no, no,
the
no.
minor
He rolled.
scar.
He rolled
He
20,
rolled 20.
not
Yeah.
1d20.
Oh, okay.
One.
Sorry.
We can talk amongst ourselves, and it's a free action between us.
Yeah, as long as it
There
doesn't
you go.
go.
Oh, no.
Ooh, number 8. Ooh. So you have a broken rib now,
Oh boy.
but you're also dying, so that kind of takes precedence.
Mhm.
So Darkness, it is your turn. Please roll a 1d20, or a death saving throw. Actually, it should be on your cheat sheet.
Death saving throw.
Us or you?
Oh my god, I can't believe it. Yeah, Darkness, you're safe. You're
Oh,
not dying.
death.
Darkness hasn't been touched yet.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, why am I trying not to die?
I hope you guys. I hope there's not TPK. I like this character.
I hope we weren't just jinxed by by the person in chat, by Inquisitor.
Yeah. Just because you
Um,
said it, you're now gonna all die and have to remake new characters.
Well, I'm still going to be a tiefling druid because I did get that commission paid for.
You
Oh,
already
nice.
paid for it.
Hmm?
So which one did you end up going with? Which person?
Ame Sheen.
Oh,
You did
okay.
go with me?
Yeah. It ended up being 60 for just the character and 75 with the imps. I went with the imps. So.
Okay, that's not bad. That's a fair price.
I hope you enjoy it. I hope you like it.
I know she'll be able to make different characters. If it's a good picture.
Mm-hmm.
I feel if you're about spending $10 on miniatures, $75 for drawing. Ooh.
I spent $75 for 2 commissions for for 2 posters. One for me. One for. They were half off. It would have been $140.
Okay.
I'm not
when you
entirely
like-
sure
when
what
you
to
like
do.
art.
Yeah.
Take down the bugbear.
With what?
Do you have what spells do you have?
Not attack ones.
Looks to the GM like really.
Hey, she chose them.
He
Looks
didn't
to me
remind
like
me
really-
like, hey. He didn't remind me like, hey, you might want an attack spell.
You don't have like Thorn Whip?
I'm sorry, what?
GM.
Hey man, listen. She likes the spell she took. Plus, she does have an attack spell. She just hasn't used
What
it.
do you mean? Oh, I have
Remember
the
that DC thing?
yeah, the my words hurt people.
Dissonant Whispers? It also makes it harder for them to attack.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I know you.
I'm
your
not
friend isn't
currently
gonna
in
do that
his
'cause
hearing
you're-
range, am I?
Who's hearing range?
Hearing sound.
Yeah.
His.
Whose?
The bugbear.
You're 25 feet away. You are definitely within range.
Okay.
You were like across a small room from him.
Very
Okay.
small room. It's smaller than my living room. Yeah, technically that goblin, 70 feet away can hear you. Although the spell doesn't reach 70 feet,
okay.
I think. So yeah, if you want, you can use Dissonant Whispers, or whatever you want to do, really.
Part of me wants to Sacred Flame that goblin on my turn and keep him from running away, but I know there's more pressing matters.
I'm so tempted to be like, can I hold my turn till after Asriel goes? Because I need to think of an
Just so
insult.
you know, when someone is dying in 5th edition,
Mhm.
they have to make death saving throws. The fastest they can die is in 2 turns.
Oh boy. Is there anything I can do to help him? I mean, I have
Which
healing
person?
word, but I don't know the range on that.
Healing Word is 30 feet. Which you are 25 feet away from your dying friend.
Your friend, you're dying.
Whoa.
So
I
will
did think
will
I
will
did not
that
want to
help
do.
him? Will healing word help at this point, or is he beyond healing words?
Healing
Okay,
Word
thank you.
heals, so
She would have to hit 0 HP or more to be stabilized, right?
well, just so you know, there's no negative HP.
Okay.
When
So
someone's-
he's basically at
there's
0
two
right
states. There's stable and dying. Both of them are at 0 HP. If he regains any HP, he's automatically stabilized and wakes up.
now. Okay, so that's what
So-
we want.
Yes.
So
Basically.
healing word.
Okay,
what
so
did I do? I did something wrong. Oh wait, no, I didn't. It rolled.
You
No,
know,
he healed for 5.
Yep. So, what's your face, Boomer? You wake up with 5 HP. You're also on the ground though, at the foot of the thing that just crushed your skull head in.
Start crawling to the healer. Though technically both of us can heal, I feel Josh would probably be the better option, but I might be a little bit
No,
closer.
It is now Gentle's turn.
Start crawling.
Yeah,
Away from this thing.
I'm 25.
has it
Oh,
noticed me
we're both
wake up
25.
yet, or is it more focused on darkness?
Say that again.
No, it's your
Alright.
turn. Go.
I'll say, is it more focused on darkness?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
the
it's looking
thing.
away from the guy on the floor. We'll say it's not
Alright.
focused on the guy on the ground and kind of bleeding in front of him.
Yeah, I'd like to sprint away from this bugbear.
So okay, so while you're prone, you have you spend double the amount of movement than normal, so you can move a total of 15 feet instead of 30.
Alright.
Also, do you want to disengage or get a free opportunity attack from the goblin bugbear?
Ooh, yeah.
Disengage. Disengage.
Mm,
And remember, you're a tabaxi, so for free, without an action, you can double your movement, meaning you can move up to 30 feet while crawling.
yeah, I'll take the 30 feet and
Disengage?
just
Okay.
yeah, I'll disengage.
Where do you want to go then?
Oh,
Lower level
I would go
30
to
feet
one
is
of the
good.
people who can heal you. Just saying.
yeah, I'll probably go over here.
Okay.
Wouldn't have chose out in the open, but okay. You do you.
Can I see
Okay.
what's on that card?
On the card itself,
Yeah.
nothing. It's very bare bone, actually. Seems they were just using it for quick transport. And FYI, there's a ox pulling the cart.
Out of character, all in favor of stealing that ox?
Hell yeah!
Okay, so yeah, Azrael, it's your turn.
He is going to hold. He's going to hold out his hand, the jewel, pointing it at the bugbears. While just muttering to himself, "I hate to let one get away, but that's a bit more pressing right now. Face the sacred light of Torm!" As he's casting Sacred Flame.
Okay. Okay, so the bugbear makes a dexterity saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
He got a 13.
Yes! Die!
So yeah, he took 6 damage.
As light shines upon him.
His fur is singed, and he looks mad.
Oh, I think that was the wrong decision.
Anything else?
Can I
You can
move
move.
after attacking?
Yeah, you can move.
I'm going. Can I get Can I get onto the card?
Yeah, you can. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, easily.
Okay, I'm gonna hop onto the cart.
Okay, you are on the cart. It is now the goblin's turn.
Why did you do that?
He will take a shot at you.
Shit, I thought he was just gonna keep running away.
He ran into the woods for safety. But now he sees a nice target holding himself above the ground as an easy target. Let's see, roll 1d20. Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
Oh my god, don't die. And you didn't heal your friend, did you? Oh no, he's healed. Okay, he's alive.
Yeah.
He's alive.
Did anyone buy medicine kits before you?
I've got 2 of them in my
I
bag.
forgot about
You should
Okay,
toss
good.
one to me, since I'm apparently going to be the one who's tending to our feline friend here.
You take 6 damage.
I'm out. I am down.
Okay, so yeah, you get on the cart, and then an arrow appears. Second arrow hits you in the chest, and you fall onto the cart.
Son of a.
Roll a 1d20.
Oh boy.
So no matter what, when you hit 0 HP, you take an injury.
Yeah, it's a lingering energy. What was that? 13.
Yeah.
You now have a horrible scar that etches on your chest.
Okay then.
Although you are dying, so that does take precedence. Check out my red scar. Also my blood.
Also, I feel light. Father!
So the bugbear's turn now. The bugbear emerges from the woods, sees that its goblin companion is dead, and the other seems to be off in the woods. Two of you are up and alive. He's slightly wounded. He will jump at the
Healthy person. Of course he
healthy
does.
person. A 6 does not attack, I assume.
My armor class is 14, so no.
Awesome. Darkness, your turn. Just so you know, dissonant whispers. It doesn't matter if you're within melee range or at range. It still works either way.
What is that? Where is
Your-
that?
The DC thing,
Oh, the vicious
attacks.
mockery.
vicious mockery. Yep. Distant. Yeah, wrong thing.
No, what? I'm sorry. What about it? Was it?
So with your sling, if you attack within melee range, you have disadvantage.
Right.
But with vicious mockery, you don't.
I'm gonna vicious mockery something along the lines of
You can
Were you-
do it on the bugbear or the goblin.
on the bugbear. Something along the lines of, was that actually supposed to hit me? Something like that, like a jab at his
Okay.
aim.
He made the DC 15, so
Crap.
it doesn't affect him. Your words do not affect him. So that's like an hour and a half or so from now, right? Or an hour and 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Gentle, your turn. Boomer.
Oh, yeah, sorry. The goblin right here is already dead, right?
This
Yeah.
one is dead.
Okay. I would like to get back up into the trees. Probably just gonna go right here. And
Yep, you're able to do that.
right. And then I'd like to climb up under the leaves, but still high above the ground. So like 10 feet. I'm probably gonna need athletics.
No, you have a natural climbing speed of 20, so you're able to get 10 feet off the ground.
Oh yeah, yes, I keep on forgetting that.
What would you like to do?
So I want 15 feet, 10 feet, so I'm
You have 5 feet of movement left.
okay. I'll just move over here, and I'm gonna do a hide check as well.
Okay, yeah, give me your stealth check.
Here we go. Alright.
You. So what was your stealth check? Oh, 19.
Mm,
Yeah, you. They do not know where you are now.
cool.
Okay, Azrael, your turn. So you roll a 1d20, or make a
Okay.
death saving throw.
1d20.
Okay, that is one happy face.
That's what?
That is one success.
Okay.
3 successes and you stabilize. 3 failures, you die.
Alright, I'm guessing that's it for my turn.
Yep. Goblin's turn. He thought he saw something, but he's not sure now, so he's gonna return to the cart.
Shit.
Kind of stands over your dead body and looks out and yells something at the bugbear. And that'll be his turn. Bugbear swings again at the druid. Seven
Swing and a
does
miss.
not hit, does it? Okay. Darkness, your turn.
Is there cooldown on spells?
No. Not with cantrips. Like
Okay.
with things.
Vicious
Your voice
mockery.
Vicious mockery. I always forget the word. Vicious mockery. You can use that every turn if you wanted to.
Alright, honestly, I was standing still that time. Are you kidding me? Another 2.
Hey. Just so you know, it only deals 1d4, so 2 is average.
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 But he only got a 9.
That's
so...
intelligence.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that was intelligence.
It fails either way.
Either way.
Mhm.
Anyways, so the bugbear then, as you say this, the bugbear grabs its head as its mind is racked with pain,
Ooh.
making it very distracted for its next attack.
May I sidestep,
Oh, yeah.
like, just to here?
Yeah, you can sidestep there.
Okay.
Okay, it is Boomer's turn now.
Alright, I would, like, would I, need to do a stealth check to move, silently, like, over here?
Nope. You're good to move as long as, if you dash, then you'll have to make a move silently check.
Oh no, I'm just gonna move normally.
So move up to your 30 feet.
Yep. So, that was, like, oops.
Okay, what would you like to do?
I want to make sure how much movement I have. Okay, I have 5 feet. I'm probably just gonna get to the edge here.
Okay.
Alright. Will I need to do another hide check to make sure the goblin doesn't see me?
Oh
Or
no, that's only if it's searching for you.
okay.
Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay, Azrael, another
More d20.
check.
Don't die.
Second
Another
success.
smiley face.
Yay!
Perfect. So the goblin's turn. The goblin will now sort of kick your body off the cart.
Oh, thank God. I was worried they were going to take me with them and use me for
Man, what a relief.
What a relief. I mean, I'm dying, but at least my body won't be used.
So you're kicked off the cart, and then the goblin then sort of jumps off over you and over to the bugbear.
Oh my god.
If I stabilize and I can move, I'm getting back in that car and attacking that guy.
The bugbear.
Please stabilize.
So, he is facing that way towards the bugbear.
The bugbear rolled a natural 1. So, while clutching its head, it swings wildly, slamming next to you, but not actually hitting you. But that's its turn. Your turn, Darkness.
The vicious mockery can only attack one person at once, right?
Yeah, just one person at a
Okay,
time.
that's what I figured. Oh, come now. Now you're not even trying. Damn.
Sadly, it just made it,
Yep.
I'm trying my
so no effect.
Alright,
Okay, it is Gentle's turn.
okay. So, I would.
Just remember, you have a ranged attack.
Yeah, I do. But I don't plan to use it at the moment.
And remember, you get sneak attack as well,
Yeah.
which is extra damage if you're hidden, or have an ally next to the enemy.
Honestly, at the moment, I'm more concerned about my teammate here. So,
Thank you.
I'm gonna go over here, and I would like to try to drag him like behind the bush,
Yeah.
just so they don't get to him.
Yeah, it costs twice as much to drag his body.
All right.
So you moved how far so far?
Probably. I'm just gonna drag him straight towards here, so I can probably just move him
Yeah, you
5
can
feet.
move him one square right now.
All right. Yeah, I'd like to do that. Nice.
Yep, there you go. Is that all?
Yes.
You can try to stabilize him yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Why not? Why not?
Give me a medicine check.
All right.
Ooh, that is one failure for you.
That is something I was thinking.
Well,
Like,
while trying to give you CPR, I break one of your ribs.
oh
Nah,
god.
that'd probably be more of like a not one thing, though.
Actually, before you can do that, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Alright.
Me?
No, Gentle.
Okay.
Alright.
Because of your broken rib doing anything.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're able to push through it, and you mess
Push
up
through
your
it.
friend's medicine check.
You're able to push through it and push through the pain and hurt your friend.
Thing is, if you failed it, there's no damage or anything. It just stops you from taking that action.
Ah.
So, okay. Azrael, your turn.
1d20.
Oh my god, he could die right now.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Why did you do this to me, Gentle?
Sorry.
Thing is, if you rolled a natural one, you would be dead. Because
Okay,
a natural one counts as 2 failures.
Please tell her. Can she use healing word again? Can she use that again, please?
She does have a second spell slot. No, if she notices your friend dying.
Oh my god.
What is happening?
Does it it has to be on my turn though, right? That I use healing word?
It does, yeah.
Okay. And
the
I
goblin
also
turn.
need to be in range, which 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I am not exactly. I could disengage, I'm sure.
But then you can't use healing word.
Exactly.
I could probably try to drag him over.
I'll hold my action then. But I'm more concerned about the bugbear right now.
So the goblin's actually dragging its buddy back to the cart.
Oh.
You son of a bitch.
So the bugbear's turn now. It roars and swings. A 10 misses, does it? Does a 10 miss?
Oh, yes. Sorry. I Chat person says healing word is a bonus action, so I can technically disengage.
You can, yeah. Oh, was that something you oh, well, your turn is next, so perfect.
Yeah.
Yes, healing word is a bonus action if you want to.
Thank you, Inquisitor.
Thank you, Inquisitor. You jinxed us, but you're helping us too, so.
This boy.
Okay. I'm going to disengage. Go here. Wait, disengage allows full
to your
movement speed,
movement.
right? Okay, so 5. No. I could go right up next to him. But I'm gonna go
If you want
I'm
to,
not
you can
going to go
move
into
around.
his range.
Well, you can go diagonally up one and then move that way.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that works. Okay. And
Yeah, you're within. Yep. And then bonus action, you want a healing word
Healing
to
word.
someone?
The dying person. The
Boom.
the dying one.
You have 2 HP now, and you wake up. And those
What happens to the death saves?
They're gone. They're wiped clean.
Oh, thank you, sweet Christ.
It is now the gentle chain turn.
Am I currently able to? Actually, yeah, I'd like to go up here and attempt to stab the goblin.
Go ahead. Stab it.
Alright.
Stab it with death.
How? I'm not entirely sure how to do attacks on here.
Hey,
I'm attacking with my rapier.
Don't you just
okay.
click on rapier in?
You don't. Okay, so you don't have any attacks set up.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry, it's just a quick thing I'll write up.
Alright. Okay. Oh my god. So. Guess I just. Oh.
That seems right, yeah.
Alright.
So yeah, you hit. So if you want to roll damage, you click the word rapier on that. No, in chat.
Other than now.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So with a single thrust, and this isn't even including your bonus sneak attack damage that you would normally get under this. You decapitate the goblin.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
I did it good.
Nice.
Azrael, it's your turn.
What kind of action is it to stand up? I'm guessing all of my movement, or
no, it's half of your movement.
half of my movement. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
so
guessing
if
I
you-
can't cast spells from can I?
You could.
You could move 15 feet, and I think you'd be in range.
Yeah. Just so you know, Eldritch Blast has a range of 120 feet.
Oh,
That's
well,
not the attack that is not the attack I'm looking at. I'm looking at guiding bolt, ready to burn this bugbear to a crisp.
Okay, yeah.
But this goblin is dead, so do have some safety. Yeah, he'll stand up, dust himself off. Thank you, my allies. Now, you foul creature, face this blast. Please hit.
You missed.
Son of a bitch.
It went up and to the left and over the shoulder. And the bugbear is like, whoa. No.
Wait, is that the one word they can say in common? Just whoa.
The
Whoa.
one thing he knows in common. It was so shocking people learned common on the spot.
They know two words in common: whoa and meme. God,
Anyways,
don't go after him.
So the bugbear's turn now.
Mm-hmm.
He charges over, and then he sees that both goblins are dead,
Mm-hmm.
and all three of you are now standing and focused on him. At which point he kind of takes a step back, and then throws forward his morning star to the ground and raises his hands. Rashi Andu.
I'd like to say a comment. Sorry, I'll speak Italian.
I surrender. Okay, that is its turn. Darkness. What would you like to do?
Shouldn't we take him into town, or?
I mean, we have a cart ready for him.
And I've got rope.
Yeah.
Out of character, don't you also have manacles?
I lead
No, I
you
don't.
to meeting.
What was that?
He
I'll
said
lead you to
he'll
meeting.
lead us
If
to the
you
meeting.
leave me, I will show you the way. I don't know.
Do
what
you
this is.
know
Out of
the
Don't
way?
worry.
I'll
Do
show
you know the way?
Okay. I was about to say, okay, you got it. Knuckles.
I will show you the meeting. If only you let me go. This is while his hands are up, by the way.
I'm not feeling all too kind, so I'll leave it to the nice people to decide.
I'll have you know, I am not nice. I am neutral. But
We
You
could
are
use
nicer
this
than me.
information.
okay, true.
We could use this information.
Yeah, we could.
Hold on. Do we have a? Do any of us have a map? Like a map of the area?
I don't think I do.
Shit.
I'm kind of surprised that one wouldn't come in the traveler kit thingy, but no.
Yep. I have absolutely no map.
Or adventures kit, is it? I don't know the item name.
Well,
Slaughter's kit.
I have the burglar's bag.
Yeah, he took the burglar's kit. And just so you know, any maps of the area don't have much detail due to the fact that it's mostly forest and farmland.
I've got an idea. Is he's gonna grab a stick and start drawing in the ground? As he's gonna draw like a diagram showing like the village, then show the road to where we are. And he's going to say, where is this meeting?
He looks at it and is like, that's right there. And he just stabs his finger into the dirt along the line.
I'm gonna make a circle along that line. Where is it in regards to the village and where we are?
It's like, he looks up and down the road. And he's like, oh, yes, that way.
Which way does he point?
Toward the direction of the ox, of the cart. The way the cart was pointed.
So east towards east down the path.
Yeah, east. Further east.
What do you two think?
There's a trail that's hidden. You gotta know exactly where to go. I'll show you, but I just want you to promise my safety.
And how do we know you won't announce our presence?
That's up to you. I nearly crushed your friend's skull in one strike. What?
Yeah, I did enjoy that, by the way.
Make it a deal. You get us to that meeting and back to the village, and then you can be set free.
Sounds good to me.
What do you two think?
This is a
I'd like to
trap.
I I'd like to detain him.
Well,
I want
as
to
he
use him as a
pulls out
meat
the
shield.
Well, we'll see what's necessary. As he'll pull the rope out of his bag. Hands behind your back, then.
Yep, whatever you want. Yeah, so he lets you tie him up.
Okay, so he'll tie him up.
The ox actually starts walking off. Just
Come on,
because
Ray,
it's attending it.
I'll go. I'll wait.
slow the ox down.
I need to. Okay,
Jam.
I I am running.
Just so you know, its walking speed is your running speed.
What the
What?
hell?
But it's an ox.
We need one.
You
I'm jumping on the freaking cart.
No, that was my favorite ox.
Well, maybe by the end of this you might be able to leave with it now. Come on, hurry up. He'll hobble along.
Yeah, I'd like to kind of like escort him, and just I'd like to do a intimidate check just really quick. And just whisper in his ear, if you try to pull anything, I will rip your throat out.
He sort of, with his head, he sort of nods to for you to look.
Yes, we are,
behind him,
Cuddle.
like at his
Also,
hands
I like your name.
while you're marching, and he reveals that he's already ripped the rope in half. He's only pretending to be a prisoner.
Oh.
But he still marches along with you.
How much feet of rope did it take to tie him up, by the way?
You cut out like a 10-foot section.
Okay.
Fine.
I've got
In truth, you did the full arms, but he kind of
just like
he kind of ripped
forearms
everything.
and wrists.
Yeah, exactly, forms and whatnot. So it's just 10 feet of rope, but he kind of destroyed it.
and Azrael has no idea. As he
He just keeps his hands behind his back just to keep up the facade.
proud that he captured this bugbear and has him tied up.
Out of character, don't you have manacles?
Okay, so about 40 to 15
Whoops.
minutes of marching. The
Wait,
bugbear
we can't-
says, "Huh? Say that again?"
We couldn't catch up to the ox.
Oh, I think I was muted when I said I jump onto the cart.
No, I heard you. I was just slow with deleting it send off the screen.
Mm.
So sadly, the ox has disappeared into the wild.
Oh, with darkness on it.
But I was right behind the cart. How did I lose it so quickly?
Missed. Fog.
You guys did take quite a bit of interrogation slash what's it called? Organize planning of a contract with this guy.
Well, there goes our free ox.
Yeah.
A free ox to roam the land. Who knows?
Well,
I
not
was just
necessarily
afraid-
free. He
he
is
will
attached to a
return.
cart.
Well, I'm sure someone will let him loose or take him in or something.
Who knows? Maybe in your darkest hour, it will return.
I can ask for you after this session if you like.
looked at the stats, and a smart enough ox could kill your entire party.
Oh my god.
Absolutely.
I fucking love it.
Welcome to level 1.
Level 1 boys.
Mhm.
It only gets harder from here. Actually, easier.
It only gets both harder and easier.
It only gets more terrifying and easier at the same time.
The risks grow.
Anyways, okay, so anything you want to do while marching, or you march on to the east?
I'd kind of like to compensate for my broken rib.
So you punch him.
Well, I'm kind of like escorting him, like I'm right on his side. Uh, and I'm kind of like holding onto his arm.
I'm pretty sure we're all new to
Okay.
this, so I'm
I'm
not
just
sure how
Cause judging that
how you
mechanic,
want to play with
guessing I have
four
claws.
noobs.
So I just kind of like to grip on with those.
It's kind of like grabbing a cow. You
Well, the
think
GM
you
isn't
might be feeling
necessarily a
pain,
noob.
but it's not registering at all.
He knows D
Yeah.
and D.
I mean, it makes me feel better.
Quick question, GM.
But the
I
three of
want
us.
to make sure I can't cast Cure Wounds on myself, right? It's a range of touch.
No. Well, actually, yes, you can cure it on yourself.
I was about to say, why would you not be able to touch yourself?
Well, there's a problem. We're in a call
Well,
with people.
you know,
So
there's a
You know what I
time in
mean.
someone's life where they feel like they might want to touch themselves.
but you shouldn't, because you will get hairy palms. And
Because
you
you'll
will
turn
go
into
blind.
that guy,
Yep.
and he points to the bugbear.
Turn into a bugbear.
You'll turn-
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. So if I have to, if I happen to take 1 point of damage, I'm curing my damn wounds. Or should I? No, I want to keep the option to guiding bolt if needed.
Dang it. Thank you
Okay.
very much for joining the pack,
So you
Cuddle-Hearted
guys march on?
Gamer.
Yep, yep.
Okay. So after about 40 to 50 minutes of marching, Bugbear speaks up. I was right here. And he kind of like jaunts ahead. And now Darkness and Azrael, you
Mhm.
notice that his hands aren't even bound anymore.
Is he like jogging? Like he's got his hands jogging on his side?
Yeah,
Like, how-
basically, like he just runs just to get ahead of you guys by like 10 feet. And then
Wait,
and
when
then he
did you?
And then you see as he pulls down he sort of pulls on a very frail tree, pulling it to the side and revealing what seems to be a path through the forest. At the end of this, you should find the meeting.
Is it some kind of village, hidden trees or something?
No, it's a nice cave we found. Thing is, if I were you, I'd stay clear of that place. There's about like supposed to be less than 15 goblins, I've heard, and like like 4 or 5 bugbears of maybe even bigger than myself. I've even heard that there's a hobgoblin or 2 that are marching around giving orders to the place.
See.
And
I do not
what?
like the sound of that.
Neither do I. I think we should, if anything, find a way we should mark this place.
Yeah,
and
I think
what exactly is the purpose of this meeting, since my companions have failed to ask?
Oh yeah.
Well, you see, just now, I don't know how, but every oracle from the villages has heard a single testament from Malagalabet. If you're interested in knowing who that is, give me a history check or religion check.
Alright.
Oh, holy crap.
Wow.
Oh my
Oh god.
god.
I know everything. Trust me, I know everything
This
about
guy,
this.
he's the best. He has the best people working for him.
The best people.
in
They have
religion.
the best words.
Yeah, like, have you heard that soft-spoken bugbear?
Words.
Give me a second.
Not wrong.
Down. Where is this? Oh, here it is. So yeah, Darkness and Azrael. You guys
Mhm.
know that Maligalabet is actually called the Slaver God because in days of old, the goblins, bugbears, and hobgoblins actually held different gods, but Halabalaget came and conquered all of them with a whip in one hand and a morning star in the other. He conquered the gods and forced them to bend to his will.
I'm sorry,
turning
did
him
you say a
into the
whip
new
or
god of
a
the
whippet?
Goblins. Say that again.
I'm sorry, did you say a whip or a whippet? Because I heard whippet, and that's a dog.
With a
good.
dog in one hand and the morning and the sun in the other.
No, it is a whip in one hand and a morning star. He conquered the gods.
Mm.
Lord, what was they even saying? Yeah, apparently they've heard one singular call from Malagalabet, that there was a new order of madness, and we shall reign above it. I've no idea what it means, but all the goblins, all of the goblinoids are marching on to join up at this meeting here.
And it's safe to assume they're going to be speaking Goblin at this meeting, which none of us understand.
Probably. Yeah.
Might I recommend we Natsu?
So hopefully you boys, you three heroes have a good day. I'm just gonna make my way out of here.
Just one thing, how long ago did you break the rope?
Oh, like a minute after you put it on me.
Damn it.
And it saunters on off.
Have a good day, sir. Wait, what's your name?
Jerry.
Just the way he said it.
Jerry, the big scary bug.
Name's Gron.
What is it? Kron?
Gron.
Gron.
With 2 W's. Gron. And he saunters off.
I heard
with 2
Oh,
W's.
groan.
Put 2 W's.
No one's ever
Groot?
really sure how to spell it. Okay, so you guys now have a trail. One of your members is almost dead, or 2 of them, if I remember.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm at 5 HP.
Okay, what do you guys want to do?
Back to town?
Alright, boys. What do you say we head back to town so you can, not be on death's doorstep?
Okay.
Sounds like a good idea. He says as he pulls out his 10 pittons. I have an idea though. We need to mark the path though. We need to make sure we can remember where the hell it's at.
How about I scratch along the trees?
Do you
That
have
could be
any
too
spells or
obvious.
anything?
Oh yeah, just so you know, what's her name? Person, Boomer.
Yeah.
Person.
Your character knows what's a code, a special language called the Thieves' Cant, which is used to place down markings or signals.
Thieves' Cant is
Ooh.
fun.
it's
Thieves' Cant is
just
fun to
like-
speak.
Just like how your druid knows Druidic, a secret language known by druids to place down markings and signals.
Well, I know
okay.
a secret language too. It's Kalestivishvian.
Yeah, I would like to use the thieves
Sure.
thieves code
Thieves'
or
Cant,
whatever.
Yeah, you can place down a marking on a nearby tree.
Alright.
Yeah, essentially you just put down a interest marking, meaning that there's a possible interesting items or loot here.
Oh. Alright.
Alright, let's...
Okay, so you guys want to march back to town?
Sure.
Yes, please.
Okay. Yeah, it's another 4 hours back.
So
Nice.
by
So
now
when
it's
you
like
get
10
back,
o'clock.
it's about 9 o'clock.
Okay, 9 o'clock. Alright.
About 9 o'clock at night. Assuming you just head back to the inn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can heal with the rest. Actually, no, we should... Oh, do you guys want to head back to the inn first, or do you want to let the Knights of Cthulhu know what's going on?
I think
Since
the
the-
able-bodied should go inform the knights. Just an idea. You two focus on, getting better and not almost dead.
That's probably the nicest thing I've heard you say all day.
Don't get used to it, pussy.
Well, I mean, I am a feline.
And that is why I called you pussy.
Well, why don't you come? Why don't you come with me? What's out of character? What's the name of this? What's the name of this
Gentle.
town's church? The church. The church to temple to. What's the Shantae? Well, why don't we head to the temple of Shantae and? Well, she then forms the Knights of the Three.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so you got okay. Let me just throw you guys back to the town now.
All right.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna grab a bite to eat like super fast.
Yeah, man.
Okey
go
doke.
ahead.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Wait, isn't it?
Okay,
Wait,
so-
when?
Yeah, he's got a half hour.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, isn't it 11 though?
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, you guys head to the temple. You're able to receive some healing. They ask you, what happened, etc.
Okay, taking care of the mission on the board. Put it
Yeah, we got lots of you guys around here.
and we truly appreciate your help.
Oddly enough, we've been getting a few guards as well today.
Oh, something happened in town.
I don't know, apparently a prisoner or something broke out and messed up a few guards before they got him back in.
Probably the bugbear. The other bugbear.
Was it a bugbear by any chance?
I'm not sure, I haven't, only description I've heard is that it's really a tall, someone tall.
Tall thing, huh. Interesting, thank you. What, Matt? So how much do they heal us for? Just all the way? All the way?
Yeah, you're fully healed.
And he will leave. Is there a place I can get my gold translated?
Translated to like silver or copper.
All right. I am back.
Yeah,
Welcome back.
basically, so I can have something to donate at this.
Yeah, there's a currency exchange in town. So just so you know, 1 gold is 10 silver or 100 copper.
I'm guessing copper's really pretty useless without, or, well, not useless, but well,
Copper is
comes
used
like
for like common food and drinks. So like, if you wanted to buy a hunk of cheese to have with your meal, then it would be like 1 copper. I think
Okay.
like 5 copper for a mug of ale. For
Alright.
a mug of common ale.
Okay. I'm gonna head to that place and get some currency exchanged.
Okay, yeah, just
And-
make sure you keep track of that.
Alright, 4 gold pieces get turned into 1 gold piece, 20 silver pieces, and 100 copper. 10 copper with the church
Awesome.
as a donation.
They greatly appreciate it.
Thank you for your assistance from me and my ally, and I need to go meet up with another one.
Say that again?
Basically, thank you for your assistance, I need to go meet up with another ally.
Okay.
As he'll head towards the Knights of the Three.
All right.
Knights of 3, okay. So, yeah, you find yourself in the front room again. Same guy behind the table. This is maybe goes. You gonna say something?
Well, is darkness there or no?
Darkness, are you with him?
Yeah, I guess I'll be there. She's pretty much waiting on Azrael.
He really hasn't noticed. He really just pay attention to us, does he?
Oh, Jesus. You got in again.
Perception. Get some. Find some.
You say that like we're a band of rats that sneak in through a crawl space.
What can I do for you?
we have important information, well, urgent information. for
We
the
have
guild
information.
In regards to that mission you'd posted regarding the goblin.
Oh, the sightings, eh?
Yes, there's something potentially very sinister going on. You need to. It would help if we could speak to someone a bit higher up. Explain what's going on.
It's well, generally just just leave whatever you got for me. I'll send it up to whoever needs it.
I'm gonna roll intimidation. We need to speak to somebody now.
Roll intimidation then.
We need to speak to somebody now. These are matters of urgency.
He is somebody. Be more
Somebody
specific.
important, somebody who will get things done and not shuffle papers.
You're either getting me or no one.
Damn it, Beth.
Gives a blunt but detailed account of what happened and what is going on.
Are you asking him to give you a detailed account of?
No, I am giving the detailed account.
Okay.
Bluntly.
So some sort of gathering. Okay. We'll probably get a new posting up tomorrow. By then, all the printers are out, so we can't do much right now. But if you want to go out and investigate, that's mighty fine. Give you a little heads up. Give you a little heads up before any of the other competition gets in on your job, eh?
Hmm.
Nazua's mind is just like, you lazy bastard. This is urgent shit that could cause God knows what problems. And just, we'll get a posting up tomorrow.
Yeah.
She did mention the god person calling thing. Concerning that, would that not make it a little bit more, I don't know, urgent?
We get profits all the time in here. No problem, really.
And when it involves, gathering an army, no urgency needed there either.
It's goblins. What are they gonna do? Storm the alehouse?
Well, let's not only say it's goblins. We also have bugbears. We also have hobgoblins and a whole bunch of stuff.
Listen, if you can get me a report on what's exactly is happening, then you're good. And we'll we'll dispatch a platoon out and try to clean out that site or something.
In fact,
Until we get something like that, we got.
there is a cave. A gathering, a meeting. To the east. There should be a distinct mark on a tree, marking where it is.
I've got an idea. I see he's gonna leave. Out of character, wait, hold on, before he leaves. Is the prison in the guild? Or is it its own separate building and stuff? I want to make sure my character isn't gonna storm off out the front door and then walk right back in. Like, I just remember the prison's here. Mike?
Did someone? Oh, was that me?
Yes, that was Steve. Where the prison is? My character knows where it is.
Yeah. There's a guardhouse that's usually staffed by militia, by trained militiamen. Although they're usually not on duty unless it's wartime or something that's going on.
I'm gonna head to the guardhouse.
Okay. Yeah, you walk in, and it's essentially a large. It was a storage house used for storing grain, but then they had some metalsmiths install a roofing. So essentially, there's a second floor now, but the roofing allows them to install iron bars and set up temporary holding cells, essentially. Inside the holding cell is two humans, both of them cowering in the corner, and one bugbear sitting on the opposite wall.
Is there any room between me and like the holding cell, or can I talk to the people in the holding cell?
You can talk to them.
We're currently level 1.
You, bugbear.
You believe there's something wrong, isn't there? He's not even opening his eyes to look at you.
When you say, do you believe there's something wrong?
Otherwise, you wouldn't be here looking for me. Well, now, is it?
Let me ask you something. Do you know Gron?
Gron. No, why?
Bugbear we captured told us about a meeting going on. What do you know about it?
The collection. The host is collecting beneath the stars of stars.
Character, I can't tell if he's just stupid, doesn't know anything, or if he's fucking with maybe all three.
Go, see it for yourself. You'll see the true strength of the host.
The host? Who's the host?
The host is all in one, beneath the banner, beneath the sun.
He's honestly speaking nonsense to me.
Can I roll insight? I was like, can I roll incest? Can I roll insight?
Yeah, you can roll insight.
I want to roll insight to kind of get an idea of what the hell he's talking about.
So who's with him? Who's there at the jail?
I am.
So you just kind of left the Knights of the Three like, I have an idea. Leave.
Darkness would have followed, make sure he doesn't do anything incredibly stupid.
Please tell me somebody else hears that and gets a bit.
Make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, okay. Don't.
Oh god.
Azrael, you raise your right hand and punch yourself in the face, believing it's for some reason you had to do that. I don't know why. You don't know why. But you really wanted to punch yourself in the face. You take no damage though.
It's just humiliating.
It's just sad.
It's not even humiliating, it's just sad.
Please, somebody else hear what he's saying.
I rolled insight.
I look at the bugbear and say, I don't know if that was you, and like point to Azrael. I don't know if that was your doing, but if it was, good on you.
Maybe it was mine. Maybe it was his. Maybe it was neither of us's. Who knows, really? Maybe you do. Maybe that fiery father of yours.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Out of character,
Raises
just like,
an eyebrow.
Look towards darkness and lean like. Ooh.
Again, this guy isn't even looking at you guys. He's just like his eyes are closed and he's just leaning against the wall.
Part of me wants to throw a pebble at him.
There's
I'd really rather not interrupt.
Pebble at him?
Not really. There's one
And
guard on
our
duty.
session
as I
is
said, the
ending in
militia
about
are in charge of this
20
place,
minutes.
But they're not.
And I'm sure there
and,
will be
they're not in
talking
control.
everything afterward, and
It's very much
I'd feel
more
better
reserved.
asking after the session is done rather than, you know, interrupting
he say?
roleplay and
You
everything.
want to throw a pebble at him?
Not yet.
Okay.
He was in the middle of it.
Crap,
Is
that's not what I wanted to do.
If that's
Also,
if all
not
your
what I wanted to do.
blubberless riddles are left from me, then I'd rather you give me some sleep.
Yeah, I think he's just talking nonsense.
I don't think he
come on,
is.
Cooper?
Something.
Boomer,
Hmm.
give me an intelligence saving throw.
Sorry.
He knows something. I just know it.
Intelligence. There we go. Well, darn.
You, Lord, what? So tell me, what are you wearing currently?
Me? I think I'm just wearing, my light armor.
Okay.
Like,
You now, so Boomer, what's your character's name again?
gentle.
So Gentle walks over to the Asimar. What's her name? I can't remember.
Azrael.
Azrael.
Azrael. I can see it in front of me. I should have read that. So Gentle walks over to Azrael and gives him a kiss on the cheek, and then is confused on why he did it.
But see, I'm a cat,
Seemed
so
like the
it's
best
more of a
idea.
lick.
See, a little lick on the cheek, but you're not sure why you did it, but you know you had to, for some reason.
Out of
The
character,
bugbear
I have caught
rolls-
on.
The bugbear rolls onto its left side, so it's facing away from you.
I feel like I'm judging that he is behind the iron bars, right?
He is, yeah. There is a gate that can be opened with a guard's key.
I'd like to like try to disturb him. By just like tapping my claws against the bars.
Character. Who's got a
Are you
character?
sure that's a smart idea?
I feel like it is.
He doesn't seem to be roused.
But does he seem like at all like disturbed? Like
Give me a second.
I've got an idea that won't let him sleep. Don't worry, it's non-violent.
So the guard on duty walks up and wraps his arms around the cat, and then drags you outside.
hey, what you doing?
Kind of doesn't have any response until he gets outside. At which point he lets go and is like, hey, what was that? I know I had to do that, but
Can I?
something. Oh, I'm not sure. Whatever. Just don't make a racket again, okay? I guess. And he heads back on in.
Am I allowed to come back in, or
You can. There's no one stopping you, but
all right?
he's asking you to keep it down.
I mean, okay, out of character, I feel like this guy has some sort of like psychological powers or
What?
abilities.
Out of character, he's a mystic. He's doing the or something that gets that like 10 words or less. You make
Punch
people do
yourself-
things.
Punch yourself.
Who knows?
What is? He's laying on a bench, right?
There's actually nothing in it. It's just the floor.
Damn. How tall are the bars?
They're about 9 feet tall.
Okay.
Out of character.
Alright. I want to cast light on something around us, but here's the thing: I'm trying to figure out what the hell around us is 10 feet, is not 10 larger than 10 feet in any dimension. But that'll be big enough. Oh, actually, you know what? I've got an idea.
Yes, that too.
I Azrael decides like, you want some sleep? Well, this will make it quite hard, as he is going to cast dancing lights. Just have them like four glowing like orbs, right around his head.
As soon as he starts casting, turn on my not heal and walk outside. I don't want any part of this sorcery.
Yes, I know that. Azrael,
Yes.
who do you have a crush on?
Oh dear.
Make an intelligence saving throw.
Quick question to the GM: does my
It's that
character?
cat that kissed me on the cheek.
Well, here's the thing. There's nobody in particular. The only thing I could possibly say, the only person he has absolutely like the exact opposite of, would be Darkness, depending on if he knows that they're cousins.
Please give
Oh
me an
wait, are we
intelligence saving
actually going with that? Us being
I
cousins?
thought we were.
throw.
Go with the cat.
So, so please, Azrael, you must now tell everyone in the room that you have a crush on Darkness.
Please let me hear this.
You're just leaving as it happens, so you.
Oh, okay.
So it's like an urge to say this. Like I feel like I
Like it's you believe you in your mind you need to profess this feeling you've had for a long time.
Oh, no.
And we've known each other for how? And the three of us have known each other how long?
You
don't
know,
know.
like a 10-day, maybe 2 days, or 2 days, so like less than a
There's
month.
something I must say.
Okay.
I have strong feelings for Darkness. Kind of like flaps me into his mouth.
Slowly turns around.
The bugbear can't even contain himself. If you
Uh,
were checks, you would have noticed he's laughing, but now he can't even hold it back, and he's just slamming his fist on the floor, laughing.
You
I-
sneaky bastard.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just enjoying the spectacles, lad.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, you son of a bitch. I'm gonna roll intimidation.
Okay, hold on. You're Boomer. What you were gonna say?
I just lean my ears back and I just do a little chuckle. Because honestly,
Okay,
that's
make
probably the
your-
funniest
make
thing
your
I've seen all day.
intimidation check. With disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
He is pretty
Okay.
safe behind bars, because you're behind bars as well.
We're behind bars, but there's just more freedom behind our bars.
I suggest you go and play a little game of investigation while you can. I'll be enjoying some time off here. And you watch as the guard actually walks out of the room and then comes back with a bowl of fruit before sliding it into the cell towards the bugbear. It is quite comfy in here, isn't it?
I wish I could take that bowl of fruit from him. Son of a bitch, you don't get fruit. Deserve fruit.
I'm like, I'm just gonna go, ooh, fruit. Because, I mean, who doesn't like fruit?
That's pretty good.
Hey.
I'd like to,
Kelly.
go up and snag a piece of fruit.
It's beyond the bars, so you can't reach it.
Oh, okay. I thought, like, the guy was like, he's he had just come in.
Well, no. As I described it, he did it. So he came in, set it on the floor, and slid it through the bars.
Oh, okay.
What do you guys want to do?
Damn it. Part of me wants to say he storms out, but then I feel like, yes, good child. He'll probably be like, yes, good child. Be on your pouty way.
Let me just tell you that sometimes not confronting an enemy is the best choice.
He's gonna leave. He's gonna leave, trying not to storm out. Trying to not be visible here. He'll be pissed. Goes past darkness, just like.
Oh, as soon as like the thing was after she turned around, she just kind of gave Azrael a look of like sleep with one of those heterochromatic eyes open, and continued out on her way. So she's already outside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Who is not outside? I believe Booker. Are you? The Boomer. Are you outside?
Yeah,
Okay.
I just sort of left.
Yeah, it's getting a little late. We can end it here for today with you guys heading back to the inn for night's rest.
All right.
Sounds good.
Damn bugbear.
Awesome. So everyone mark down that you have 200 experience now.
All right.
Yeah, fighting the goblins, getting the bugbear to surrender, revealing the location of the path, and then not being goaded into a fight with the obvious mind controlling bugbear.
Yeah.
Good job.
All right.
Yeah, another 100 XP, and you will be able to level up to level 2.
Because an asshole.
I will say you guys are actually doing really good. Hopefully you're enjoying this. That's
Oh,
my-
yeah.
I'm having fun, but
Yeah,
I'm
same
having
here.
fun. But that bugbear's an asshole.
Yeah.
Bugbear's an asshole. That basically is any sort of. Oh, and you guessed it right. It is a mystic.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's a DM mystic, which means it has whatever powers I need it to have.
That is the best. That is the best kind of any kind of class, really. That's the best variant.
Yeah,
Exactly.
as soon as Azrael punched himself in the face, I was like, "Yep, my character's smart enough not to piss this guy off."
I have to roll up, and I actually have to make up a sheet for him, but in stats. But basically, he is a maxed out level mystic, which is only level 5. But combine that with levels of fighter and maybe some barbarian.
Oh God.
You guide yourself.
He's the boss.
Fighter.
Plot twist. He's the first boss.
Oh yeah.
It is, yes.
Twist. You think there's gonna be an army? It's him.
I have an army. I have a mystic bugbear. I have a mystic fighter barbarian bugbear
We have a
who can
dungeon
make you
master.
reveal your crushes.
Even if it wasn't true, he would have forced you to do it anyway.
Man, I love the cat.
GM.
Yes.
Someone in chat has asked if there is room for a bard.
If there's room for a bard.
More magic.
More magic.
If it's someone you know or something, then
It's-
yeah, bring them in.
Someone in my chat from, I guess they just kind of randomly found me. I'm not entirely sure how they came here.
I would say
Hmm.
that if they want, we can try to arrange a special NPC premiere with them playing it.
Oh my
But
God! This
otherwise-
slowly becomes Harmon Quest.
Kind of, yeah.
Just every week there's a fourth person that comes in.
Don't
it's
worry.
like,
You were a guest host. You were a guest star. Anytime they die, just be like, don't worry. This was
don't worry,
supposed to
you
happen.
were a guest.
Don't worry.
I'm not really Gribble Grabble. Grabble Gribble. No, I'm assassin.
Lord, I love that show.
It's a good show.
Wait, what show is it?
Harmon Quest.
It's on Verve. If it's anywhere
Yeah,
else, I don't
if,
know it.
If your chat person just gets in contact with you/me, then I can talk to them about having them appear as a NPC cameo.
Let's see. Well, tell him I'm an experienced 5e player and I have a tune basically set up.
Awesome. Make sure it's 2nd level, and we'll be good to go for our next session.
Okay. Can you level him up to level 2, please, Kettle?
I actually really need to get going.
Yeah,
No problem.
Alright, no
So-
problem.
It was a great first session with you guys.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
very
guys did
fun.
really
Thank
good.
you.
I was worried at the start. I was like, I hope these guys. I hope I don't force any situations that they might not know how to handle. But you guys did so smoothly with RP and combat.
Thank you.
Even with the having to explain like the new rules for 5th edition, I had no issue really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mainly worked with 3.5 for a long time, and I just recently started doing 5e.
Okay, so Boomer, your broken ribs would have healed when you rested the night at the inn.
Alright.
They're gonna heal up just because you're tending to your wounds.
Alright.
Whereas the horrible scar that Joshna has is semi-permanent unless you receive healing of 6th level or higher.
Oh, damn.
Any specific how it looks or anything like that?
It's across your chest, and if visible, then it provides advantage on intimidation checks, but disadvantage on
Let's see.
what's it called?
Just need to get somebody's
On
name.
every other
Charisma?
persuasion check, or any other charisma check.
Oh, yes, we have a Discord.
We do have a Discord. Yeah, if I can just get their name, then I can add them easily. No problem.
Alright. Oh, well, I'll see you guys later.
Take care, man.
Yeah. What do you want to whisper your name to me on Twitch, and I will add you as a friend on Discord and then add you to our little group? Same name on Discord. What's your number thing?
We have the tag.
Yeah, the number tag thing.
That's the real question. Yeah, and me and your viewer will work up a.
So is it persuasion advantage to persuasion or charisma checks?
Disadvantage to charisma checks other than intimidation, in which you get advantage.
Yep. Horrible arrow scar the chest.
Yeah, horrible scar.
Horrible scar across the chest. Provides advantage to intimidation when visible and a disadvantage to all other charisma checks.
Yep, and 6th level healing or higher is will get rid of it. Yes, so 6th level restoration spells, such as heal or restoration, will get rid of the scar.
Son of a bitch.
Lucky you didn't lose a leg or an arm.
Thank God I didn't, but why does it have to be 6th level? Because I could eventually get 5th level greater rest. Oh, I guess I'm not taking care of that one.
Oh, not restoration, regeneration.
Oh, okay, no.
Yeah, that's a 6th level spell. Yeah, regenerate is a 6th, so yeah.
Okay.
Which, hey, you could take that as your Mystic Arcana at level 9.
What?
Or something like
Regeneration?
that. Regenerate, maybe. I'm not sure.
Let me take a
I
look
don't-
at that.
Thank you all for joining us for our very first session of this Dungeons and Dragons 5e game. Cuddle will help you with your character soon. So, yes, I am Mike. So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye bye.